Bowling with the Fef.
Bowling with the Fef.
Are you ready?
Ready. Your bowling stories.
They found you.
They did.
Fef's all over it.
Every week.
Bowling has picked back up again.
Live.
UW Whitewater.
There it is.
Why the fedora? Do I look good in it?
I think you look great in it.
I want to challenge Skylar Pence.
Mike Hatton.
Let's do this.
Roll 'em.
This is Bowling with the Fef.
Hey, good Wednesday evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Bowling with the Fef, live here at Bowl Winkle's in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. This is one of the two homes for the 2026 Eau Claire Area USBC Association Tournament. It is a center that is also hosting our Eliminator Finals, which we debuted last year and saw some great bowling. It was a lot of fun and can't wait to see who ends up in those spots this year after our association tournament, which starts in earnest in, just a few weeks, really. We're not that far away from it. Our guests tonight are going to talk all about that, pretty much everything you need to know. We're going to reveal a bowling ball that our participants are going to have a chance to win. And we're going to bring on Jeff Demorest from TournamentBowl to talk about a score tracking system that we're incorporating in our tournament for the first time. I do want to mention before I get started with this that I am a member of the board of directors of the association. I also serve as the communications manager. I've been on the board close to 2 years. Just in the spirit of transparency, because we are talking about things that our board decided and that we'll follow through on as soon as our tournament begins. I do want to get to a little bit of news, though. As of Friday night, when I was there in Menominee, Wisconsin for Spike's Holiday Sweeper. And as it turns out, the champion of Spike's Holiday Sweeper says he hadn't bowled since April when he bowled that tournament. Ended up winning the whole thing. His name is Andy Rissler of Menominee, Wisconsin. He qualified first after a 4-game qualifier and 2 games of semifinal action, and then outlasted Lynn Reckon of Menominee in the title match, but not right away. This was kind of an interesting thing that I want to talk to you about right now. If we can bring in our video there. So Mr. Rissler, was bowling in this championship match because of what was thought to be a lower handicap total than Rissler actually had. Those who stuck around at Broadway Bowl for the championship match, as well as tournament director Mike Holzeter and Rissler himself, thought he needed to strike on that last ball that you saw there to win the title. After Reckon explained to Spike that Rissler had more pins of handicap than Spike had said, he was quickly able to rewrite the novelty check and present Rissler with the $475 first prize. And you can see that picture right there next to me. I asked Rissler about that after the tournament. Here's what he had to say.
What goes through your mind as you are kind of, trying to be the good soldier and be happy about second place, and then all of a sudden, it happens. When I was younger, I'd bowl a lot, and you get second, third place, and you take it with a grain of salt. Not everybody's going to be a winner all the time. Come on here, get second place. Shit, that's good enough for me. So,
But to find out you actually won.
Yeah, and then they get the big check. This is second tournament I've ever won. Back in, I was probably 15 years old. Dan Swartz used to own the Colfax Bowling Alley. And I won a couple of his Top Gun shootouts on Friday nights back there. So for Spike to keep having this tournament, it's a pretty good deal.
And we have the good fortune of having Andy Rissler live in the chat here. He says, yeah, I was a bit shocked when I was told I took second. It was a different situation, to be sure. And fortunately, Spike caught that, got the money into the right sets of hands. He got his prize, he got his check, and all was well. But Spike said that there were some problems in this event. Apart from that one that I just described. He said that a software problem and a lane machine breaking down contributed to delays, and the finals went past midnight that night. He said that an average of one of the others was misreported, and he likely would have caught that and corrected it if he had spent the time to enter averages before the tournament. Now, he said after some discussion the day after the tournament, he has a number of changes that he believes will improve efficiency and ensure accuracy. Now, there isn't a date right now for the 2026 or 2027, depending on when it's held, holiday sweeper, though Spike says January 1st of 2027 is a possibility. So we'll see what happens. It's a well-attended tournament. He had 60 entries in that tournament and a lot of great bowling that night. And certainly congratulations to you, Andy Rissler, on a fine performance that we eventually found out about, thankfully, the way it was supposed to be done. So we have another tournament live stream coming up on January 17th locally here. Bowling with the FEF, proud to present coverage of the Saturday qualifying semifinals and finals of the 2026 St. Croix Trios Tournament at St. Croix Lanes in River Falls, Wisconsin. We'll have the 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. qualifying shifts involving 3-person teams bowling a 12-game Baker system block. Semifinals and finals action will follow. This event sponsored by St. Croix Pro Shop, Green Oasis, Tech Lanes, Falls Theater, and Chip Magnet, and you will see it live right here. January 17th, 2026, all day that Saturday. Really looking forward to that one, and glad to have the opportunity to bring that one live to you. Don't forget, we do have a merch store, etsy.com/shop/bowlingwiththefefco. T-shirts and hoodies available there anytime you want. Also, we get support from Jerry's Score More Bowling Supply. Jerry is located in Wagner's Lanes in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Give him a call if you have any needs. Bowling balls, bowling accessories, shoes, high-level coaching. If you need it, he's got it. 715-559-1822. Also, Visionary Video Hub, your full-service video production house plus live streaming, voiceover, and podcasting. You can find out more at visionaryvideohub.com. And Chip Magnet Salsa. It's a new year, and we've got a new promo code, BWTF2026. If you order online at chipmagnetsalsa.com, enter that promo code at checkout. You get 25% off purchases of $30 or more. A great deal for some great salsa. And I don't leave. I want to say I don't leave home without it. I don't bring my own salsa to restaurants or anything like that. But when I'm at home, it better be in the fridge. Chip Magnet, raise your snack standards. And a big thank you to Jim and Lexi for supporting local bowling and bowling with the FEF. Andy says, thanks again. Yeah, when you start with a 160, it makes it harder. But with some big games, anything can happen. I really like his attitude, too. He started slow, but he didn't give up. Threw some nice games in the semifinals, and then, took it all. And, boy, without bowling for 8 months before the tournament, I think that's incredible. So congratulations to you. Glad you're joining us here live. If anybody else is like Andy and watching us live, feel free to utilize that live chat. And if you are watching on replay, leave a comment, and I will be sure and check it out. And I try to respond to all of them. Better luck sometimes than others, but that's the way life goes, right? You try to do your best and hope it all works out. So as I mentioned, the 2026 Eau Claire Area USBC Association Tournament is coming up. We've got the team event right here at Bowl Winkles in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, Friday, January 23rd at 6:30 p.m. and Saturday, January 31st at 10 a.m. You've got your choice of those two shifts. And then singles and doubles at Wagner's Lanes in Eau Claire, 10 a.m. both of those shifts, one on Saturday, January 24th, one on Sunday, February 1st at 10 a.m. And as we said, we on the board of directors for this really worked on retooling this event and making it what it turned out to be last year, and now hopefully bigger and better for this year's event. And I'm pleased to be joined by our association's president and vice president, Barb Hanson, Randy Schenk. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you again. Yeah, this is an exciting time of year, and I feel like it's kind of one of those things that sneaks up on you, right? You think you're planning and you got months to go, and all of a sudden, we're talking 50-50 raffles, and we're here, and the thing's 2 weeks away, and we got to figure out who we're bowling with and all that stuff. But that's a good problem to have, right? Because this is a lot of fun.
Yep.
It's a great tournament. Last year was absolutely wonderful, and we're looking for bigger and better things this year.
Yeah. Tell me about, the success. We put on our flyers. We gave out $10,000 when it comes down to both prize money and prize offerings. That's got to be a number that kind of blows your mind a little bit, considering what we started out with.
Yeah, we didn't even imagine that, for considering it was the first year after not having it for a couple years. And once we sat down afterwards and said, okay, let's see what we did, and it came up to over 10,000, it's like, wow, that was way better than we thought. And now this year, being able to offer more things and being able to do brackets at both houses this year, we should be able to pay out even more than that.
Yeah. One of the things that's very important to say right off the top is that ours is not a tournament that anybody can enter. You have to be a member of the association, and you have to have 21 games in sanctioned play before entering the tournament. So take that into consideration. But those who are not here in the area, those who maybe are and can't make it, or are in neighboring associations, this is something that we hope, I guess, not only helps us, but kind of serves as the blueprint, right? We've, put a lot of hours into this and discussion, and really wanted this to be something that constantly attracts people. And I think every association kind of wants that for their tournament.
Sure does. We've tried for years. And like you said, this last year, the board got together and we said, we're going to do this. Raffles, we've got gift cards from Cancun, which are really attractive. People really like it. Gift cards from Milwaukee Burger.
Yeah, two of our great sponsors, and we're very happy to have them on board again this year, and a lot to talk about as far as that's concerned. I want to start out with last year's results because, like we said, we had the Eliminator final. It was a little different format, didn't know exactly what to expect. But let's start out with the team event. And that's this year's team event. Tell you what. Let's start out with the singles and doubles results. We'll get to the team event eventually. And it's kind of funny because a lot of the bowlers who you're going to see listed here are bowling behind us. So, for example, Jeff Segerstrom, who really ran away with the scratch and handicap on the singles side, shot 780 scratch and 817 with his handicap. And then you have the excellent doubles teams of Mike Wers and Terry Halita, who combined for a 1405 scratch. Jim Bunkelman and Pat Rudall, who are also on our board with 1487 with handicap. What can you say about scores like that? It's not often that in a relatively smaller association, you're producing those kinds of numbers.
Those were awesome.
Yeah, they all, the numbers were way higher than I thought they would be. Everyone bowled really good, and it was just amazing watching them bowl. I was able to be there both weekends, working one weekend and bowling the other weekend, and just seeing these guys bowl, it's like we've got a lot of really good talent in our association.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for is all of this talent to get into the tournament. Mm-hmm. And then when it comes to the Eliminator tournament afterwards, I mean, I happened to be out of town in Schenk that weekend, and we were watching it live stream on Bowling with the FEF. And there was a dozen people up there watching it on their phones while we were bowling in Schenk to see exactly how it was going to pan out. So it was a really cool thing. Which, in the past we wouldn't have been able to do. So it's nice that we were able to team up with Bowling with the FEF and being able to present it live.
Yeah. We'll get through some of the other high scores and then get on to that eliminator final because, like he said, it was really exciting to be a part of. In the all events qualifying, let's go to the all events champions first. Scratch was Sam Lofquist with 17.22, handicap Jim Bunkelman at 17.41. And then you also had this kind of wrinkle in the doubles where you had a virtual doubles. Do you want to kind of tell us about how that worked out? Of course, I didn't have the exact Scratch score for virtual doubles, but the handicap is right with Jason Chodera and Howard Burr combining for 15.57.
So there's two different ways that we do doubles. The first one is you sign up with your team, and then you sign up with a specific doubles partner. Okay, but then you can pay extra and have as many other doubles partners, well, up to 5 doubles partners that you can pair with during the event. And that's a separate prize fund in itself compared to the other tournament. So it's just another way to win some money and make it so that you've got more players involved in it.
Yeah, for sure. So in team, you've got Wally's Vending, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the team of Wurs, Halida, I believe Bremnes and Prosac, and they, tore it up here at Bowl Winkles. I was here for that. It was pretty fun to watch, even though we were kind of competing against them and not doing all that well. 28.58 for Scratch, 28.68 for handicap, kind of running the table on that. And then you talk about the all events qualifiers, and these are Scratch scores. So with Lofquist winning it, you had 7 other competitors who advanced to our eliminator finals. However, you see there Scott Bentley was in second place. He couldn't make it to the tournament. So we brought the next qualifier up, and that was Bob Wolf, who received that 8th entry. And as it worked out, it was, like I said, an exciting tournament. Matt Prosac really came up through that step ladder, just pounded these guys on the way to the victory, with Terry Halida finishing second, Mike Weber finishing third. You both got to experience that. What was it like for you? I mean, you're watching from Chautauqua. You were here.
Yeah. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to watch. The talent that we have in Eau Claire is awesome.
Yeah. And we're going to do the exact same thing this year, which is really cool. We're going to have that eliminator final. It's the top 8 Scratch all event scores. They'll advance to a tournament on February 7th, 10 a.m. right here at Bowl Winkles. You will be able to see it live again. YouTube.com/bowlingwiththefef, the channel that you're watching right now. Proud to bring that action to you once again and let you kind of in on what we're doing here with that. One of the other new wrinkles that we have with our tournament this year is our score tracking system, which we're using for the first time. If you recall, back a couple of years ago, I was lucky enough to bring Jeff Demorest onto our show from Washington State, and he is the founder of Tournament Bowl, created it, he maintains it, talks with all the tournament directors, and our tournament manager, Mike Phillips, coincidentally enough, found him and found his program, gave it a shot, loved how it worked, and that's what we're going to be utilizing this year, Tournament Bowl, at our association tournament. And because of that, I do want to bring in Jeff, who we have off in Washington State. He's been waiting very patiently, very, very patiently. But thank you for being here, Jeff. We certainly appreciate it.
You're welcome. Pleasure.
Yeah. Tell us about Tournament Bowl. If our members haven't heard about it before, and I should start by saying this is a system that's used in tournaments across the state, across the nation. This is not some fly-by-night thing. This has really gained traction even since we last talked, and that's that's a tribute to you and what you're doing there. So first of all, congratulations on that. But tell us what we're going to experience here in our association tournament, having Tournament Bowl along for the ride.
Yeah, pleasure. I'm just having such a good time listening to you guys talk about your tournament and how exciting it is to watch everybody just engaging with it. And you can expect more of that. You can expect more of people following it, looking at the scores. Oh my gosh, what place are we in? And is our scores going to hold up in the next squad? And what do we got to do to get up? And look at how good they did. I'm going to walk over and see that now. It really is a tool for engagement because everybody's got real-time scores right in their hands.
Yeah,
that's really going to be the strength. So when you talk about the strength of a live feed and how people can watch it, you're going to find that people are going to be all over your region interested in your tournament.
Yeah. And that's something that we really haven't had in the past. It's been something where you're kind of waiting for results, days or maybe even weeks, and you're wondering, okay, do I, especially now with the eliminator final, do I have a shot at this? Am I anywhere close? Now you're going to find out right away, and that's awesome. What kind of features should we look for in Tournament Bowl? Because again, this is something we're going to be experiencing for the first time around here. But as we enter in these scores, it's not there's no lag, there's no wait. You're going to get them on the website. When you go to that website, what do you see?
Yeah, when you first show up, and I try to make it simple. Like I really want a person to just, how's this going to work? And then look at it and go, oh, that's how it works. So there's only a few links when you get there. And one of them says tournament results. So if you're looking for tournament results, my hope is a person would look at that and say, well, that's the one I want. There's a little drop down so you can filter to your state. So you could look at tournament results in Wisconsin. And then they're listed chronologically. So the hope is that if you're in a tournament today in Wisconsin, you do that filter, yours is going to be right on the top. They're all going to be listed. So you can always do that old fashioned Control F and just search for your center, or search for the name of your tournament or something like that. The other thing is there's QR codes, and part of this depends on what features Mike makes available. In what he uses, but there's these QR codes. So, and they're on all the score sheets, they're on all the standings. So if he's printing anything out, the QR code will be on it. So a person can just aim their phone at it, and then there's the results for your tournament right there, and they're navigating with their phone. I can see that he's got brackets set up, so people will be able to track their own brackets. And again, that's super simple. There's a QR code for it, but if you're looking at the tournament, and if you click on brackets, you'll see a list of the people in brackets. And then if you tap on your name, you'll see your bracket results in real time. So you'll see, oh, there's the 4 brackets that I got into and who I matched up against. And it looks like I won 3 of them. And now I'm matched up against so-and-so, and they're on lane 8. So I know where I got to go if I want to trash talk somebody now, tell them how I'm going to treat them in their brackets.
We would never trash talk anyone around.
That doesn't happen in Wisconsin?
We just don't do that. It's frowned upon. We would never, especially me. I would never trash talk anybody.
Well, you might go compliment your opponent on a good match then. Maybe that's more the Wisconsin style.
Sarcastically. Sarcastically. When he shoots 120, that's when we'll compliment him. All right. So we were talking beforehand, and this might be a little inside baseball, but our tournament has a different format than most. It's not a 9-game tournament with 3 games per event. We have a 7-game format where team is 3 games, and then singles and doubles are a 4-game kind of combination. You have singles game 1, 2, 3, doubles game 2, 3, 4. And this is something I brought up to you for the first time tonight, and you didn't bat an eyelash at it. You're like, we're going to figure this out. That's fine. How are you able to adapt to all the different tournaments out there in the different formats?
Yeah, and you know what? It's morphed over the years. I've been at this since 2013, depending on how you count it. And the first couple of curveballs that came my way were like, oh, I've got to program something for that. I'm gonna have to write that some different kind of format and figure out how to make that work. And but as I got more tournaments, started engaging with more tournament directors, I got a feel for what's common and what's really way out there. And so I tried to write things that are going to be commonly used because one, overarching concern that I have is that Tournament Bowl continue to evolve to become more complicated than a person can just sit down and use.
Yeah.
And I really want a person to be able to sit down and use it, even if it means it can't do every single thing a person can dream up. And people do dream up the darndest things. So the result, getting to the answer to your question, there's really only a handful of formats that really come up a lot. And the staggered format is one that comes up, I don't know, I bet I've seen it 20 times in the last 5 years, which is, I mean, there's 4,500 tournaments last year on Tournament Bowl. So 20 is not very many compared to 4,500. So, but that means I've answered the question already 19 times. So my answer is ready to go. The answer is Tournament Bowl doesn't do a staggered format where you get to borrow the games over multiple events. So the alibi feature doesn't work. But here's what you do. You just set it up as if the person bowled 6 games, and then you put in that second game twice. You put it once here for game 1 and then once here for game 2. And that works just fine, and people seem to love it.
Yeah, and that'll be on Mike Phillips, our tournament manager, to kind of get together and figure out. But when it comes to tournament day, the onus on us is really just to plop in the scores, right?
Yeah. That's the beauty of the setup is you really are just doing scores, and nobody has to figure out, wait, now where does that one go and which ones do we add again? Tournament Bowl does it all. So truly on tournament day, a person could just show up with their phone and just enter scores on their phone. Directors love to be able to walk around and be down on the lanes entering scores, because now you're interacting and you go, wow, 250, way to go, as you put it in, rather than having to run it someplace and somebody else types it in. It's a different level of engagement.
Yeah, for sure. I got to ask, and I know I asked this to you the last time we talked, 4,500 tournaments last year, and I'm sure 2026 will bring even more. You still don't charge for this. How, why will that ever change?
You know, I guess I just don't know is the answer to that question, Andrew. And it's a good question. And I did nudge in a little bit. A couple months ago, I moved to a by donation. And so what I tell people now is that Tournament Bowl is available by donation. So similar to when you go and get your car washed and the kids are out there with the bucket out there and you put in what you think is fair, I tell people, use it for as long as you need to decide what you think is fair. And why don't you just do it then? And I don't have a billing structure. I don't go ask them. I don't go, hey, when are you going to, or anything like that. I just let people just pay what they want.
Yeah. Well, that's really cool that you do that. And we are certainly appreciative that we get to kind of see it in action this year. If there are any other tournament directors out there who are interested in incorporating this in what they're doing, how do they get to it? How do they find you?
The easiest way is to send me an email, jeff@tournamentbowl.com. I tried to keep it something I could remember. And if I get your name and your USBC card number, then I build you an account just right there.
Cool.
I like to try to check and make sure that what they're doing is consistent with what Tournament Bowl is for. So I might ask a question or something like that, but it's really just to make sure that I could be of good service and that it's the right tool for the job. But it really is as simple as that. There's some tutorials on YouTube if a person wanted to, in the quiet of their own home without interacting with me, find out what Tournament Bowl is about. They can find the Tournament Bowl YouTube station and see the tutorials that I've made and things like that, and that'd give an idea too.
Awesome. Well, I know you've got League to Bowl yourself tonight, so best of luck in that. And thanks for taking some time just to kind of give us a preview of it. We're looking forward to it.
My pleasure. It's a pretty cool thing to get to be a part of a tournament that's happening in Wisconsin and be just to see the enthusiasm on your team's face and get to be part of that story. That's what it's all about. Good luck, guys.
For sure. Thank you so much. There he goes, Jeff Demorest, who is the founder of TournamentBowl.com. And like I said, something we're looking forward to, a new little wrinkle for our tournament this year. So let's talk about the tournament this year. It's not reinventing the wheel like we kind of did the year before, and having the year to kind of figure things out, make right what maybe didn't go the greatest, and really improve this thing and hopefully get some more entries. What was that like for us as a group?
Well, it was a discussion that the board held afterwards, almost immediately afterwards, so that it was fresh in our minds what went right, what went wrong. And, one of the things that did come up and was, being able to do brackets at both houses. And so that was discussed. And that's how the TournamentBowl.com got brought up.
Yep.
Was Mike Phillips looked into that and said, hey, I think I found something that's really going to work, and we can do it ourselves as the Eau Claire USBC. And so we're looking really forward to that.
Yeah.
Because that'll just give, more chance for people to participate and hopefully win some money back.
For sure. And it takes some of that onus off of the centers who are good enough to kind of give us these spots, make their lanes available, which we always appreciate that, they sponsor our event. There are only 2 centers in the association, a third in Durand, but, to have that access is huge. Let's kind of talk about this additional tournament too, because we, kind of went at this for the first time last year. We wanted to make it better. We wanted to improve it. And this year we were able to take the time to make a women's tournament as well. So if you bowl the association tournament, you can still bowl the women's tournament. You can bowl one or the other. And it's kind of a neat thing. So Barb, tell us about the women's tournament, how that came about, and what is offered this year for our contestants, our players.
Well, it was really the impetus of Amy Gonstead, who wanted to get this going. She's one of our top women bowlers in Eau Claire, and she wanted to make an opportunity for more women to bowl. It's a handicap tournament, 90% of 190. So anybody, you can have a 140 average, you bowl a 200, you're going to blow the doors off. We also wanted to get some more participation, so we opened it up to Dunn County, Chippewa County, Pepin County, and Nate Flagstead has done an awesome job. He has gone around to each center. He's gone to Menominee, the Falls Bowl, and Ojibwa, both in Chippewa. He went down to Augusta. They've got some new owners. He went down to Durand. So he's been all over putting out flyers and trying to get participation.
When he puts his mind to something,
yes, he was
determined.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's a 1-day tournament, 3 games. It's only $30. We are guaranteeing from the association what these raffles are doing. $200 for first, paying down 5 places. So it can be anybody's. It can be your day.
Yeah, for sure. That's something new and something we hope that the ladies of our membership group will take on and embrace, do it up, and hopefully it's bigger and better next year as well. To get to the entry forms for this tournament, we've got a landing page. I know it's not a highly memorable website, but it's adobe.ly/49 capital W 21 small r capital M. You're going to remember that, right?
I got it memorized already.
Just that on first listen.
Or you can go to each association bowling alley, Wagner's or Bowl Winkle's, and get a form there.
Yeah, you can do it that way too. We also, go to our Facebook page too. Eau Claire Area USBC. We have that link there, and it's easy to find, and we'll have all the updates on this stuff on our Facebook page as we go. I don't want to forget about the sponsors that we talked about. They've been good enough to not only hang with us in year 1, they're all coming back in year 2. We're talking Storm Bowling, Chip Magnet Salsa, Milwaukee Burger Company, Bowl Winkle's, Wagner's, Cancun, and my little outfit here, Visionary Video Hub, Bowling with the Theft. Without these sponsors, this doesn't happen, right?
Right. I mean, they've all donated things in order for us just to be able to have people win something. A lot of people were extremely happy when they won a gift card. So they bowled bad and said, "Oh, this is terrible," but then they're all happy because they won a gift card, so they won something. And that's what we're trying to do, is make it a fun tournament where there's a chance for you to win something. Even if you bowl bad, you might win something.
Sure.
There's bowling ball raffles, there's all sorts of things that we're going to have going on.
Yeah.
So that everyone has a chance to win something.
See, there's Matt Prosek. He's right behind us. Just for a minute. But yeah, he was our Eliminator Finals champion from last year. Speaking of the bowling balls, right in front of us here, we have a bowling ball that was donated by Storm Bowling, and that's why they've come back as a sponsor. He's got the scissors ready. Now, I want to explain this. They sent it like probably 2 months ago, and it sat in my house. I resisted the temptation to open it because now we can do this live unboxing, and Randy can reveal one of the bowling balls that we're going to have available for the raffle. And a big thank you to Andy at Storm for coming on board and providing this ball for us. And we will have more bowling balls to come.
Ready?
I'm ready. Rip it out. Get it out of there.
It's a box.
It's a box. Okay. A box inside a box. What do we got?
Ion Max.
Ion Pro Max?
Yep.
The red and white and purple?
Or for those of you that go by fragrance, it's strawberry milkshake.
Strawberry milkshake. Okay. All right. Yeah. And that's a big hooking bowling ball that I've seen a lot of folks throw around here. I know Jerry's pretty partial to that one over at Jerry's Score More Bowling Supply. So there it is.
Ooh, it smells good.
See, it's beautiful.
It does. It smells like strawberry milkshake.
Yeah. So that is one of the bowling balls you'll be able to win through our bowling ball raffles. Chip Magnet is also going to provide several others. And no, that was a great, great fundraiser last year when we got those bowling balls and had people bidding on them, because we had 4 of them and just kind of went down the line.
One each shift.
One
We
each
gave one
shift.
each.
And it generated a lot of money.
Right. And all that money went back into the prize fund for the tournament.
Yep.
So that's why next week we're going to be going to each one of the leagues at both houses and doing a 50-50 raffle. We did one already, and we raised almost $1,500 on that one. So we're going for $2,000 on this one. And so next week we're going to hit each one of the houses on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, selling the raffle tickets. So make sure you bring your money.
Yep. This is
to
fair
spend
warning.
Extra.
Yep.
And hopefully you can win.
Yeah. And let me tell you, if you haven't been in a league where this 50-50 raffle is going on and Randy comes to your league, you'll know it. There will be no missing it, because he's like the king of raffles.
I get excited. It's basically to benefit our tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And if it allows us to give out another $10 more, then let's go for it.
Yeah.
And we did a great job a couple weeks ago when we sold. I'm planning to do better than that this time.
All right. That's cool. Of course, we got to talk about cost. We do have entry fees for these events. I believe it's about $20 per event, with some up charges for things like all events and scratch and things like that. Do you have the flyer there? Maybe you can kind of run it down a little bit.
Yeah, it's $20 per event. Extra $10 for all event.
Okay.
Add $5 per event for optional scratch category.
Okay. So $75 or so, and you're pretty much in everything.
And we want to encourage the handicap bowlers also. We're talking about the scratch bowlers and how fun that was to watch them. Handicap, it could be your night.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, and just don't sandbag.
Yeah.
Make sure if you're coming in, your average is your average. But no, it's true. I mean, on the handicap system, if you're averaging 140 and you have the night of your life, it's going to be reflected in that final score. So not only does everybody have a chance in the prizes that we give out, but also on the lanes too.
Right.
The other nice thing about it is you don't have to do every event.
Yep.
So you can sign up for singles, you can sign up as a doubles partner, or you can do team event. You don't have to do all three.
Yeah.
And one of the things that, is available is if you're, looking to get on a team, let Mike Phillips know. And he can put out that someone's looking for a team to get on. So if someone's only got 3 and looking for a 4th, the association tournament director is going to try and help match people up.
Yeah.
So that we can get full teams and have a bigger tournament.
I would think we're at the point now where someone from our board is probably in almost all the leagues
Here we go.
in the city. When you only have 2 houses like this, it's pretty easy to spread ourselves out. But talk to your board representatives in your leagues. If you don't know which one it is or whoever, just ask around. It's not hard to find us. We don't hide. Yeah.
I do. I try and
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you not? Okay. All right. So what? Go ahead.
Okay, so the entry deadline is January 20th,
Right.
Tuesday, January 20th. So we're going to do the push with the raffles next week.
Mhm.
Have the entry form in our hand and say, okay, let's go.
Now's the time. Yeah.
Get your teams together. And Randy and I bowl in several leagues, and we will take the entries ourselves.
Okay.
To hand in to the association, or there's a drop box over at Wagner's.
I know it's tempting to wait until the last minute. We all do it. Bowlers, people, whatever. But, this is a good way to be reminded to have the raffles coming through. But please just know that we're not accepting walk-ins for this. We do that because
Yeah.
we want this to be a smooth experience, streamlined for both our volunteers and for the bowlers themselves. And I think we accomplished that last year, and really looking forward to seeing that again this year. The landing page, adobe.ly/49 capital W 21 small r capital M.
Let's just come up with a song or jingle for it.
You were gonna read that off to me, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah, I didn't even need to put the graphic up. He already knew. Let's kind of talk about the after the event. Once it's all said and done, and we can kind of have this debrief again. I mean, our next meeting's in February. What can we look back on and say, oh, that was successful? What shows success? Is it doing essentially what we did last year? Is it having more entries? Is it any combination of the two? What would make our tournament a success?
Me personally, I would like to see more people involved.
Okay.
If we get more people involved, the prize fund is going to go up. So
Yep.
we're going to pay out. I know talking to a lot of people that bowled in it last year, they said it was fun. They had a great time. They were looking forward to bowling in it this coming year. So that's what I want. I want to be able to have it so that people are really looking forward to bowling in the city tournament, even just for fun.
We bowled on Friday night the last couple of weeks or years, and it was a lot of fun. There were a lot of teams. People are they're laid back at the end of the week, have a few cocktails. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like bowling on Friday night for that same
Yeah.
reason. It's a little more laid back. And again, it's like we say with people in leagues too. I'm not good enough to bowl in a league. I'm not good enough to bowl in a tournament. You are. You are. And that's why we set it up with the handicap system
Yep.
to, give everybody a chance. So even if you're new to this or just getting into bowling, I mean, there's a lot of opportunity here. We've worked very hard to bring that opportunity to all skill levels. And hopefully they take us up on that.
Well, and that's just it.
Participate.
And one of the nice things about it is, as a lot of our bowlers are getting older, and you mentioned it already, our singles and doubles is only 4 games.
Yep.
And so we're starting at 10 o'clock on both Saturdays and Sunday. which is really nice because it's not going to screw up your whole day.
Yeah.
By noon, 1 o'clock, you're done, and you can continue on and do whatever else you want during the rest of the day.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that we decided was let's put it a little earlier in the day so that it's not taking up the whole day. And it's easier for people to say, hey, I can make a half a day rather than a whole day.
Sure.
And it opens up the houses for open bowling and what other birthday parties,
Yep.
whatever else they have.
Sure. Because they depend on that for their businesses too. And also, the other thing I should mention, it's only 4 on a team. It's not a 5-person team. So if you're interested in bowling, you only have to find 3 others. Easy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you should easily be able to bribe them or something.
Right. Bribe them. Yeah. Just tell them we'd be happier if they came out and bowled, and that'll work out. I think anyway. Okay, so you've done the show once before, and this isn't brand new to you. So this shouldn't be either. Check this.
Let's go off the sheet. Challenge a bowler to appear on a future episode.
I would like to challenge Will Madison.
I would say Diana Zavulova.
The better Russo, Lauren Russo.
We're looking for anyone who has a passion for the sport and a unique story to tell.
It's been a year since we've done this, and I don't remember who you guys challenged. I think one of you challenged Prosac, and
I believe so.
and he ends up winning the eliminator finals. So I feel like whoever you challenge might have a good shot at that if they're in our association. Who did you challenge?
I don't remember.
Was it like Pat or Bunkelman or
yeah,
something?
it could have been.
Okay. Well, here's a second opportunity. You get to call somebody out. Think of somebody who's passionate about bowling. Doesn't have to be the greatest bowler in the world. We interview all skill levels, all types, and call them out here. Let them know that they should be on a future episode of Bowling with the Fef.
I picked Jordan Ross.
Ooh,
He just bowled, that's what, 789?
879.
879.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good
Awesome.
one.
Yep.
Yeah, I was 2 pairs down from him, and
Oh.
I unlocked live streaming on TikTok, and I wanted to try it. So I have the camera up there, and at the end of the game, I'm sitting at the table, and I look back, and my teammate Jim is like messing with the camera. I'm like, "What are you doing?" and what is he even looking at? Oh, down on the end pair, I see he's got the front 9. So, and he ended up bowling 300 that game, and bowling 300 in the last game. And actually, Jordan's right over there.
Yes, he is.
I'm pointing at him in hopes that he
Yep.
turned away. He has something in his mouth. He looks like he's changing bowling balls. But yeah, he would be a great one to talk to. He has been a great local bowler. He bowled in the Wichita State program for a little bit, and like I said, 879, which is second high all time in our association. So that's a great one. Jordan, he can't hear me, but hopefully he'll take
I
you up
bowled
on
with
that.
his dad, Jeff, on the same
Oh.
team on the service league for a number
There
of
you
years.
go. Yeah, and he's a great guy too.
I'm sure Jeff taught him everything he knows.
Right. Yeah. Or at least he'll tell you he did. Now,
Yes.
Right. All right, Randy. Who you got?
There's not a person, but I think it would be interesting to have a person from like the Tuesday night Stumbling Moose League
Okay.
from Bowl Winkles. It's a league where we have anyone from a 100 average up to a 230 average. That's in the league, and it's a fun league, and it's just fun seeing the lower average bowlers improve.
Yeah.
Just by being out every night, every week, practicing and stuff like that. So it would be, I think, really interesting to get a perspective from someone just starting out.
Yeah.
Or it's only been doing it for a year, and get their thoughts on why they do it and what made them do it.
Yeah. And I think that's interesting to a lot of us because we want to see this sport grow. We say it all the time. We desperately want more people to participate in this, and to have that perspective is something that we can't really generate on our own because we're lifers. We've lived this for so long that that's the way we know it. And to hear someone who's been on the outside kind of coming in and starting up fresh, it would be interesting. So stumbling moose people, Jordan, he heard me that time. Oh, now he's giving me this because I think he's up to bowl. But yeah, hopefully you'll take us up on their challenges. Come on the show. It's a lot of fun. Even if you think you're camera shy, you're not that camera shy. It's easy, right? I try to make it easy. Andy says, thanks for the live, Fef. Can't wait for my full interview. Anytime, man. Whenever you're ready. And I guarantee the sound will be better than it was on that recorded thing that I did on Friday. So, yeah, absolutely. We would have Andy Rissler on. I'm trying to kind of go like this in hopes that maybe Jordan will come join us. I don't know. Did he? I don't think he struck.
He might be scared.
Nope, maybe. Oh, is he coming? Oh, wait a minute. He's headed this way. He's headed this way. Here he comes. I'm so glad he saw. Jordan, you have been challenged to come on Bowling with the Fef. Barb challenged you.
Oh, what do I have to do?
Just say yes, I'll do it, and we'll figure out a date and a time, and we'll sit here and talk.
Prosek told me to too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barb challenged him last year, and he ran away with the eliminator final.
Oh.
Maybe that's you this year.
Maybe I might win something. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like
it. Good luck.
City tournament, maybe.
There you go.
Could I win that?
Well, eliminator final. So that would mean that your top 8 in all events scratch, and then you beat out.
I gotta try.
You do have to.
I gotta try.
Were you trying 2 weeks ago when you shot the 879?
I was. Although the main goal was to not be late for bowling that night, so because it was a hell of a day.
Mission accomplished there.
I was not late, so that was the first part of the goal was good. I just rolled the ball. I don't know. It just worked. I don't know.
And I'll tell you, the 9-pin that he left, the one time he didn't strike,
it was like that far right.
It was a great shot.
It wasn't very far off. Yeah. It was pretty close.
And then 2 shots later, you have the same hit and it takes out the 9.
I carried it like 2 frames later. So that was kind of funny. I moved after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's a hell of a set that, 99% of us will never get anywhere near.
I know. The worst part is I want to beat it. That's the worst part.
Maybe that's the best part.
I already failed tonight.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep you your bowling league. Good luck out there. And Tyler's coming over too.
It was pretty fun though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. That was a fun night.
Yeah. We enjoyed watching it. I mean, and I heard that people over here started talking about it. And
yes, it got on everyone's phones over here right
I didn't
away.
even know that.
Yeah.
What do we not know?
I mean, within minutes after you threw it, it was
the
on
total
here.
Series or
Yeah. Your
okay.
879. It was over here. Everyone in the bar was like, "Oh my God, really? Seriously?"
After it.
That's crazy.
Well, Peyton's actually.
You're a superstar.
I guess.
You could say you're Eau Claire's best bowler.
Oh, I can't
Best
say that.
prospect out of North High School.
Second best bowler.
No,
I'm
best
the
prospect
second
out of
best
North
bowler.
High School right here.
I could say I'm the best righty though. I could say that.
He doesn't count. The left side's walled. It's fine.
Still.
Ask Jim Lucas.
He went back to right-handed.
He did go back to
He did.
right-handed.
He wanted a challenge.
All right, well, we'll have to work out when I'll be on here.
Yeah. Tyler, stick around.
I don't have any equipment, so I'd have to do it in person with you.
Right. We'll figure that out. Yeah. All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to shoot 2 something.
Yeah, do that. And the reason I want Tyler to stick around is because he's going to be one of our next guests, and I'm glad he's here to help me pronounce his co-guest's last name.
It's Schenky. Schenky. Yes, I
was shocked because I thought it was Schenecki based on the spelling, but it's Schenky. I know.
It's very rare that that I basically get to the point in the show where I say next week we're going to have these people on, and one of them's right here.
I conveniently in the right place, right time. It's not like I do this every single week or anything. But you don't do this every week. You're not here every week.
No, this is kind of a special occasion. We revealed, by the way, one of the balls that gets raffled off at the city tournament is the Ion Max.
Looks like I'm buying raffle tickets.
There you go.
Strawberry milkshake.
I know. I've wanted one for a while, so the wallet's going to get a little thin here soon. So
I guess the main focus of our talk next week is we're going to talk about high school bowling because Tyler is a long tenured coach of the Memorial Fall Creek Altoona Co-op.
Correct.
And we're going to talk about how that looks in the years going forward.
It's going to be it's a shock to some. Good amount of people know about it, but it's been a long time coming. So we'll save all the fun information for next week.
Sounds good. See? Teased like a pro.
Hey, it's not my first rodeo.
That's right.
Done it once or twice now. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good luck out there. All right. Well, I think that'll do it. Folks, if you're interested in getting into our association tournament, like I said, it's really easy. These two will be around, as will some other board members, selling raffle tickets next week, 50-50 raffles. And then on the web and on our Facebook page, you can find the entry forms. Singles and doubles at Wagner's Lanes, Saturday, January 24th at 10 a.m., Sunday, February 1st at 10 a.m., and then the team event here at Bowl Winkle's, Friday, January 23rd at 6:30 p.m., and then Saturday, the 31st at 10 a.m. Please be a part of it. Don't miss out. You'll regret it if you do. And don't regret it. Then you don't have to wait a year.
That's right.
You can tell everybody about how much fun you had in 2026. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
I appreciate you having us.
Love doing this every year. And same time, same place next year.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. All right. We'll work that out. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Great to have you here live or on replay. And we will see you again next week.
Thank you for watching Bowling with the Fef. Pound the like button and subscribe button. It's the easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. Bowling with the Fef is brought to you by Chip Magnet. Raise your snack standards.
Jerry, score more bowling supply inside Wagner's Lane. So Eau Claire, Wisconsin area's leader in bowling products and services since 1988. And Visionary Video Hub, video with impact.
Email bowlingwiththefef@yahoo.com with questions or to appear on the show. You can also reach out on your favorite social media platform.